if we turn out our base, all the internal polling says we'll win with 53%. And when people know that and that all this other polling is just so early.
The latest poll in your state out July shows, however, that it looks like a blowout, that Senator Nelson would crush you 61-24. That's a huge lead even with just 2 months to the election. Is your campaign essentially a fool's errand?
Oh, you know, you can make polls say whatever you want. Nor look back at history. When I ran against the Democrat incumbent, I was down 30 points and we won. When I ran against the Secretary of State, statewide against the incumbent, we were down 30 points and we won with 20. Even Governor Bush was down 10 points a week before the election and he won with 10. And certainly the president had an overwhelming re-election victory with 6 points. So we've seen the data. We know when we turn out our base that we'll win.
Our polls show that you are going to be beaten badly by Bill Nelson. I guess the question here in August, is that important, or is really your focus between now and September 5th, winning your primary and then regrouping, are you concerned, and do you have to turn that around, and how do you do that?
Our total focus is on the general election. People are not paying attention to Katherine Harris versus Bill Nelson, and you can make a poll say anything you want. All of our data proves that when we have our turn out our base, which I would argue that more than any other candidate, I turn out the Republican base the best, that we win with 53%.
And as for the polls, we laugh at the polls. You can make polls say anything you want.
We disregard all the liberals that are so concerned that we are going to win, that are going to dash us every day. We have been down before. We've done it before. We were down 30 points running against the Democrat incumbent, and we won. We were down 30 points running against the incumbent for Secretary of State, and we won with 20. Jeff was down 10 points when he ran for governor and won with 10. The president won with 6 when no one said it could be done. We turn on our base. I'll be your next United States Senator. God bless you all, and thank you for coming.
Polls mean nothing. It can be popular because of the liberal media.
I replaced my national advisors because all of our polling data shows that when we turn out the vote for Florida in a non-presidential election year, I'll win with 53%. The president won with 6 points, Jeb with 10. But if you take a look, I've been the underdog in my elections. I'm never endorsed by the media, and yet I've beaten 2 incumbents, 1 statewide, and by over 20 points. So I will always be attacked by the media. I think if at least the liberals, and I think if they weren't worried I was not going to win, then they wouldn't be doing this so much.
We need someone who's going to fight for Florida in the Senate.
Well, let's just take a quick look at the poll numbers that we have from Mason-Dixon polls, because they do show you narrowing the gap, but you're still trailing Bill Nelson by 18 points according to the numbers on the screen right now. He has 53, you have 35, 2% are for other candidates, 10% undecided.
We talked about the polls.
Yeah, do the numbers look right to you?
No, I told you we laugh at the polls, and we were talking earlier about
Survey USA has another poll?
some of the polls that have us much more closely aligned.